Hey guys, I'm Morthodon, and we are here for a update video on my Warpath Void Knight. Unfortunately, I made it to level 93 on hardcore before dying last night. I will bring this up right here and show you the clip, which I can actually hide my own camera if you want to see. I don't really think my face has much of an expression other than just being sad, but yeah, I can play this and show you. Actually, shoot, I don't think I have this capturing audio, but yeah, basically, I'm fighting Lagon again, my second character fighting Lagon, and let me just show this. It's really not long, it's really not much. It's just me being dumb. Right here, spinning, doing damage, and then I see the thing coming, and I'm like, oh crap. And yeah, I just got a frickin' here, let me I don't wanna hear myself for a minute. Right here, I wasn't sure. I was getting tucked in this corner and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna stop in time. I actually think he stopped in time. Like if we look at this, what's the keybind to I don't remember the keybind to step forward briefly. I don't know, he got pretty close to that corner. I might have been fucked no matter what. But either way, I tried to dash through the beam and just got absolutely just 100 to zeroed instantly. I thought maybe I could iframe through it. I didn't know how the dash works. Apparently, you cannot iframe through things. So, yeah, that was unfortunate and just dead. So, that was it for the character. I will put my camera back on. We will close this. Um, Now, I still want to do an update to what I had gotten done because it was looking pretty good. I also, you see my little other hardcore character up there, level 28 Rune Master. I'm going to try a mage out on hardcore again. It might be my last hardcore character. I want to progress farther and fight some of the bosses, so I might stay on softcore account found or like SSF. So once I die again, but we'll see how I feel. Either way, gear update real fast, and then I'll do a map to show you guys a little bit of like the gameplay. I managed to get my belt since we last played. I actually got a lot of gear upgrades. It was going pretty good. I got a 1 LP belt, and I was able to put the cleanse on it because I think ideally you do health first if you're playing softcore, and just deal with the rare occasion where you might have a damage over time on you that'll kill you, that you don't have any mobs to leech off of. Most of the time you can just fight another mob, you'll leech off that and you'll be fine. There's been a few very select moments on hardcore that I wasn't able to do that, and so having this cleanse saved my life in those situations. So that's why I put it on this immediately. And once I got a 2 LP, I'd put life and this. I got the Siphon of Anguish ring 1 LP version and slapped on a T6 health that I had laying around. I have extra of these. They drop like candy once you fight Shade of Oberus. I should have did it sooner. Uh, and then I got the Anchor, which it had no LP, unfortunately. So I threw it in a egg, and it ended up getting T7 necrotic resistance, which I guess it's okay. I was able to swap out some of my necrotic resistance idols in order to just with more life and mana ones in order to get. Yeah, so it gave me the necrotic resistance to be able to do that and get more life. I got up to 3,200 life. I also got a new helmet. I found a reduced channel cost on a exalted mod, which was huge. Also got mana, percent health. Unfortunately, the dodge rating is there, and unfortunately, it's not on the best base. Although the void resistance did allow me to drop my void resistance blessing for a. I can't remember where the void res blessing was. Was it here? No, it was not. Well, the void res blessing was somewhere, and I dropped it for something else. Poison res. Oh shoot! What did I change it out for? Uh, I really thought it was the health. Did I? Oh, right here. I went right by it. I'm sorry, guys. Uh, yeah. So I swapped out my Void Res for health. I tried to farm up the higher crit multi, the greater. This is from the normal difficulty, not the harder one. But I killed the boss a bunch of times and didn't get it. And then I decided I'm on hardcore. I'll stick with the health. Maybe it'll help keep me alive. It didn't. uh, anyway, so yeah, that's where I stood there with the new helmet. Was pretty nice. Amulet, still stuck with the crappy one. I did find one option, and I was gonna craft it up, and then I think I was too busy talking on stream, and I just stored it and never did anything with it. So, I also think we upgraded a relic. I think we had or an idol. I think we had this before, 6 vitality, 74 void damage. But I think I got this one. Not the best rolls, but it has the Echo when skills Echo and then melee void damage, which is ideally what we'd want in both slots. Although, I was kind of starting to favor the vitality, being on hardcore, trying to become as tanky as possible. My damage was already insanely good. And then gloves are the same ones. I wasn't able to replace them. Same with the other ring I was wearing. So, that's all the gear. Everything was looking good. We were having fun, and then we were really sad. So Ending the Storm was the last timeline I was doing. I'll jump into that real fast for you guys, and then we'll do one little area just to show you what this build looks like because it was destroying. I didn't say this before, I was on Corruption 155 when I died, so I did push up a little bit. Here, this actually works out good. We'll do this little dungeon, and then we'll fight the boss at the end. We'll kind of speed run it a little bit. I'm probably just going to pick up everything and deal with it later. But yeah, as you can see, even 155 corruption things just die. You just spin to win, and, like, it's pretty nice. You can also, I don't do it very often when fighting normal mobs because I didn't really need to. But you can spin longer in between packs of mobs. You lose a tiny bit of move speed, but you're building up. That's the other thing is I took the passive now to build up my damage and my area. So as you can see, the longer I spin, the bigger my circle gets. So, and then eventually it just stops like that because I ran out of mana, and then it resets back to being small, and then we rinse repeat again. So that's I can show it here in a second, the node that I ended up taking. I did exactly what I said in my last video. I removed the 1 point in order to grab the other. I don't necessarily need this gear if I'm not going to play softcore that I'm picking up, but I think I will at some point. Oh, I left something back there. A little sign. Champion. Yep, see, champion just fell over, you know? Like, and I'm not even built for as much damage as I could get because I wanted to build a little tankier, so it's it's a pretty solid build, for sure. I actually forgot to link the max roll guide in my last video, so I'm gonna go edit that right after this and go do that. So we have the dungeon now, grab us the shrine, and then just head towards the arrow for the boss. These guys are a little bit more tankier in here. They get possessed and have a little more health, but they still die like the rest. Oh, I hit a dead end. That's what I get for blindly following the arrow. Hopefully down here will get us to the little mini boss at the end of this. It's not like it's a hard boss, but I figure I'd showcase it. Just for anyone that wanted to see just a bit of gameplay, including a tiny bit of single target. I don't think I have any... I don't know that the Shade of Oberus is even a good fight to try to show anyway, so... But... But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the build. It was kind of painful until I got the move speed on my boots. But once I got that, it started feeling really good. So here's the boss fight. Once the damage ramps up a little bit and I get a clone under him, he just dies like that. So, pretty sweet. Got some idols. But yeah, so that's the build, and unfortunately it is tabled for now. We'll see how I feel when I decide to play softcore, what build I end up playing. As I mentioned before, right now I am currently working on a sorcerer. I'm not going to show you that because it's only level 28. It's not really built yet. I'm just pressing random buttons at the moment, but I'm currently liking the Rune Master tree as a early game. It seems like it has a lot of ways to get defensive early. I'm doing a lot of like self-cast nuking, and there's a lot of when you use a spell you get ward, and then when you crit you get ward. So my plan is basically to just build a bunch of ward and whatever damage I can fit in and just be as tanky as I can early on. And right now I'm using Elemental what is it called? The Elemental Nova, I believe it's called. Doing the fire version of it. And I have it so I can cast it. It doesn't cast around me anymore, it casts on my cursor. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's kind of fun. I've been experimenting. I'm using like my final slot as just throwing random spells in and throwing some levels in it and reading their trees. This time I'm not following a guide for the Rune Master. I'm trying to figure things out on my own, so I might die. It might be very experimental, but I'm gonna see what kind of build I can come up with on my own. Now, maybe it's gonna be the same thing that people already have guides for, and maybe eventually I'll take a peek at the guide to get like a little bit of advice if that does end up being the case. But at least for now, I am just playing. You can catch me playing it live on twitch.tv/Morthodon. Link should be down in the description below. Hopefully I get my hyperlink set up for this gaming channel soon, but either way you can copy it and paste it into your bar. But hopefully I'll get it so you can click it soon. So check out my stream if you guys want to see me progressing on this character. I'll probably do some updates on this character as well, but I'll probably wait until I'm at least doing some early monoliths before I do an update. I'm not going to do, like, I played this character last night for a bit. I'm not going to do an update where I'm level 28, you know? So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed my Void Knight videos. Unfortunately, I won't be going any farther, but on the max roll guide that I will put in the description, they have a aspirational section where you can see how to take it even farther. Actually, I didn't even finish the normal gear. I needed to get the other ring and eventually the amulet. But then they have an aspirational section if you play this build and you want to take it even further than I did. So check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my stream or in my future videos. Bye-bye.